Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ogbanje Joseph. Please, please subscribe to this channel, share, like, as well as drop a comment on the comment section. So today we are looking at the concept of ideology, the concept of ideology. Now, right from the word go, ideology is one concept that has never been scarce from the mind of people because on a daily basis, human beings think, and these thoughts materialize into different ideas which ultimately become ideology. As long as human beings exist, there will always be ideas which could be positive or negative. Now, when ideas are conceived and people begin to believe in it, follow it, and act on it, then it can be referred to as an ideology. When an idea is conceived and it is not acted upon, and or people do not believe in it, it still remains at the level of idea. Ideology as a concept emanates from ideas. So it was first coined by a French philosopher, Antoine de Tracy, in 1796 during the French Revolution. Originally, ideology means the science of ideas. Now, ideology is a synergy of logically condensed ideas, convictions, and beliefs which aim at giving direction to its adherents. So, the direction may be in the political, economic, cultural, or social areas, or a collectivity of all. Ideology is a beacon of light that illuminates, and gives a sense of direction to a people in a society. Now, okay, now the political, social, and economic, including other aspects of the lives of the populace, will remain bleak unless there is a clear-cut ideology. Now, ideology can be used, therefore, towards addressing, redressing, reaching, or reacting, or revolting against a particular situation that may be termed unbearable to the people. Ideology must not necessarily be elitist or masses oriented before it will be acceptable in the society. It becomes a political or national ideology when the people in power decide to favor it. Now, ideology is an organized set of ideas that help us make sense out of politics for ourselves and present arguments effectively in public. Now, an ideology helps us to make sense out of politics for ourselves and gather allies for public argument. Now, we develop our ideologies in such a way that they fit our needs and predispositions, reflecting what we want, but they also take on a life of their own and guide our directions. It is what politicians use to define their bearing and form their manifestos. The problems of a country can be tackled using an ideology because the actors will frame it in such a way that suits their predispositions and the epoch. Now, broadly speaking, ideology varies from person to person. While some are radicals or revolutionaries, others are conservative or liberals. Okay, now the radicals, are actually the leftist ideologists or ideologues who advocate moderates, Now, who advocate moderate changes in the existing structure of the society or a system of government by peaceful, by peaceful means. Okay. Now, when we're talking about those who want change, but they want the change to be to be progressive, to be, they want the change to be moderate. They want the change to actually be gradual. Now, this kind of people are called the leftist ideologists, you understand, or ideologues, as the case may be. Okay. Now, okay, there are other people that actually want complete overhaul of the system, and if necessary by violent means. Now, this set of people are referred to as revolutionaries. Now, the term ideology has acquired series of meanings over time because so many scholars have made various contributions to its meanings. Now, to the Marxist school of thought, ideology is the ideas which the capitalist ruling class uses, to rationalize and justify, to rationalize and do what? They rationalize and justify the capitalist system and its privileged position. Now, to this school of thought, for the capitalists to maintain the status quo, there is need for them to promote an idea that the people will buy into. This idea is used to, to brainwash the masses and the proletariat to see their conditions as natural, and the will of God. The people are made to believe that when there is peace and tranquility, someday there will be like the capitalists who are propagating the ideology. Now, according to Karl Manhin, he said that the view that ideology is the interest-based and biased ideas of dominant class in a society, is actually very correct. He said those that dominate in every society, be it the proletariat or the bourgeoisie, have a particular ideology that make them, or that make their leadership legitimate. Now, ideology propagated by those who rule is tailored to suit their sentiment and must be in their interest. Otherwise, they will fight it because it will be antithetical to their values. There are also some scholars who feel that the term refers to ideas that inform despotic and totalitarian rule, while it is believed that the liberal democratic system has philosophy. The pro-socialists believe that what they have is ideology, although the two concepts are similar and they can be used interchangeably. They do not mean exactly the same thing. While ideology stems from ideas that guide the behavior of people and it has to do with science or study of ideas, philosophy, on the other hand, is an attitude, to life that also guides behavior. Ideology encompasses the concept that that one's ideals are the best way, which philosophy examines. While philosophy examines the way ideology affects others from a distant perspective, philosophy may become ideology when a philosopher sets forth ideal concepts, for the way, the people should live. For example, Plato's Republic, is his ideology of the best way to proceed in life. The important denominator here is that they both guide the behavior of the people. Okay, now what are the features of ideology? There are certain features of ideology. Number one, leadership. When an individual or a group conceives an idea, such an idea needs people to prosecute or execute its substance. Ideology is fashioned, to proffer solutions to certain problems, or better still, to solve societal problems. In the process, when when it is conceived naturally, it will be communicated, and those who believe in it will form a group. This group will not just operate blindly, because they need someone that will give them a sense of direction. That is where leadership comes in. The second is followership. Now, a leader does not need himself. Okay, a leader does not lead himself. As such, there must be people who are his subordinate that takes directives from him. And these subordinates are his followers. The next one is slogan. The next feature is slogan. Okay, that is the next feature, which is slogan. Now, a slogan is a memorable motto or phrase used in a political, commercial, or religious context as a repetitive expression of an idea or purpose. So slogans are used to attract attention. Okay, so slogans are fashioned in line with a group's ideology. Any group that is ideologically based has a particular slogan that it uses. Okay, so the next one is emblem. Okay, emblem is just a pictorial image, abstract, or representation that epitomizes a concept. So emblem is a pattern that is used to represent an idea or an individual. Okay, so it crystallizes, in concrete visual terms, some abstractions. Okay, so that is emblem. The next feature is symbol. Symbol and emblem are, often appear interchangeably in day-to-day, conversation without causing undue confusion. Nevertheless, the two concepts are not entirely the same. While an emblem, as mentioned, is a pattern that is used to represent an idea, and it is one. A symbol is an object or a sign that has fixed meanings. Okay, so that is for that. The last one is identity. And identity is what makes a group who shares an ideology unique. Okay, identity confers an identifiable and recognizable status to an ideological group. Okay, so those are the things. So ideology comes from the science of ideas, and this ideology actually comes from thought. Okay, now if you have an idea and this idea has not been communicated, has not been lived, acted upon, it remains a thought. Okay, so those are the things. Now once these ideas, this thought has been, once a thought, okay, comes out and as an idea, and it has been acted upon, people have believed in it, it has leadership, it has followership, it has emblem, and all of that, you can actually look at it as an ideology. All of these that I mentioned are the features of an ideology: slogan, identity, emblem, leadership, followership, and all of that. Thank you very much.